been battling a little hamstring, and it got a little tight on him, and I think we were 28-0 and had a lot of guys, and so we decided to just go ahead and let him sit down. I don't think it should be anything that should hold him out for any amount of time next week.
I just asked Tony this question. You were, I think, on the field when Winky hit the flea flicker, way down the field, down there at Florida State.
This has been a great day, great night.
But, that was part of their domination. Did you ever think that the rivalry would turn this way?
Coach Sweeney brought up, and I had to remind our guys because, every guy that we have on this team, has played well against Florida State. And, we had to remind our guys that, this league and this division has, for a long time has gone through Clemson and Florida State. And, those guys are very athletic. They're very talented. There's been some big-time battles. And we got 4 of our 5 full-time coaches in our offensive room all played here at Clemson. And we've been on the other side of a lot of those Florida State-Clemson matchups. And so, I think it was good. I did something that I don't always do yesterday. I pulled up, all the way back to 2010, 2011. Sammy's freshman year, the big slant and go that he had. And I wanted our wideouts to see that when we've played well in this matchup, our wideouts have made plays. Really good skill on really good skill. Last year we made some plays as well. But I wanted those guys to see Nuke and Sammy and Sharon and those guys, Mike Williams, Deion Kane, when it was their opportunity against Florida State, they made their plays, and, I think that set our guys up to kind of leave their stamp today like they did.
How good was it to have old number 13 back, and did you get to visit with him very much?
Yeah, it was great. He was back. I gave him a hard time because he was supposed to come over to practice Thursday and didn't make it over. He got occupied doing something else, but no, it was great to see him. I'm just so proud of him, and it's great for him to be able to get honored here. That was a big-time award. I got to fly out to Arkansas last year when he was presented with that award as the top guy coming into college as a walk-on, and for him to be honored here today was really special. And I think it's something I know he enjoyed, and it's great to see him come back home when he had a week off.
This past week of practice, would you say was one of the better ones that you've had this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think just the focus again when you have. You don't play as well as you want to play. You learn a lot about your guys, the way that they respond. It starts in practice. Do you see guys moping around and, not really playing hard and having excuses or whatever? And we didn't see that. Our guys came back, and we had a really good practice both weeks. And that's something that Coach Sweeney does a good job of, is really selling our guys on how we practice is how we play. And he told them last night, he felt like we were going to play one of the best games of the year because of the way our guys have practiced the last 2 weeks. So it was great to see that translate over.
5 straight wins in this series. When you were growing up, could you imagine that Clemson be dominating on this right now?
Yeah, it's definitely great to be on this side of it, and it's not easy. It hadn't been easy. All 5 of those games. I know the last 2 we've been able to have a lot of success, but Coach reminded those guys, when they beat us here, about 6 years ago, so there was a lot of us coaches that were around and part of that, and to be able to go win the next 5, is exactly what we want to do, and, our next goal is to win the division, and for a long time, the division, Florida State's one of those teams that you got to go out and play well against and beat to have a chance to play for your division.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right.